Hello USG, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing an update on our Gardyn Home 4.0 hydroponic grow unit. So today is exactly October 10th if I'm not mistaken. So we've had the unit for the unit on for approximately about a month and a day if I'm not mistaken. So the actual Y cubes have been sown for a month and 3 days if I'm not mistaken, and the plants are lush and big. So at this point, the things that are green, I can probably start sowing them for baby green. So I am going to be bringing you up close and personal so you guys can see what is going on. Currently, I am giving you a far away view so you can see the whole unit as it is as a whole. Now, it is a very aesthetically pleasing. It is gorgeous. It does not take up a lot of space, and all of that I have told you in the video before. Don't mind my cat. Miss Autumn is giving us a present, and if you see or feel, haha, with a feel, any shakes of the stick prior before I go handheld, it is Miss Autumn that is shaking the tripod. So if you're going for a ride, I apologize. So this unit has proven to be amazing. So I am really happy with it. I will bring you up close and personal, and at that point I will let you know how I feel a little further on. So at that point, let's go ahead and do that, and we will most likely start doing that harvest at that point. All right, so I have you guys handheld so I can bring you guys in closer. So if you guys remember, these are 3 columns and they are filled with 30 plants or 30 Y cubes that bring 30 plants. Now, disclaimer, they have multiple seeds or are filled with multiple seeds that bring up multiple seedlings. You are supposed to prune these guys. Disclaimer up front, I did not prune. You're supposed to prune. It comes with built-in AI, and she's supposed to let you know, Kelby, when to prune, when to water, all these things and all these other stuff. Now, I have had a problem, or I have encountered a problem. My sister has one of these things as well, and she has been reporting to me. She's like, oh my God, Kelby has told me this, Kelby has told me that. I'm like, well, Kelby has not told me anything. And I think that, I don't know if it's a me issue, because I have had some home improvement projects at my house and the power has gone off because of that, and she has been restarted off and on, and I think that has thrown her off whack. That's what I'm going to say it is. Now, I haven't called Gardyn to kind of troubleshoot it. I've just let it be, and maybe when I put in the next Y cubes, I'll see how it goes. So I'm just rocking and rolling with it right now and see what happens with baby greens or just greens overall, like any leafy greens like this, like the romaines or kale or any of that stuff. I'm currently not worried, so I'm just letting it be. But with like the tomatoes and stuff like that, I don't know. So we'll see. But like I said, I'm trying to be on the greedy side and see how I can push this to its limit. Anywho, with that disclaimer kind of out the way, I'm going to kind of try to show you the pods kind of one by one and try to go speedy as if I can. So now with this cilantro, I'm currently not worried with it. It looks pretty healthy. Me rubbing my fingers or my hands through it, it smells amazing. I can obviously start harvesting from this. I could have harvested from it a while ago, but I've been waiting to do this video so I can show it to you guys as lush as possible. This here is green tatsoi, and it looks beautiful. It does have, I think, 3 or 4 of these in here. If I would have left just one seedling here, it probably would have gotten just one big one. But like I said, green stuff like this, I'm trying to just harvest as baby greens. This here is a brine. I don't know exactly what this is. I'm assuming it's some type of green, like lettuce or loose leaf lettuce. I still yet have to go onto their site and figure out what this is, but it looks like some type of lettuce to me. That's exactly how I'm gonna use it. This here, oh my god, this here is large and in charge. These type of greenery looks beautiful. It has a hue of like a reddish purple, some of them. So I'm assuming these are the older leaves on them. These are the newer ones. This is a red mustard and it looks beautiful. This one down here is a small. Now, some of my Y cubes, I put them in earlier, and some of my other ones, I put them in a little later. If you watch my other video when I introduced these to my channel, this is red salad bowl, by the way. You know why I did. When I started this, my garden in my backyard was still active, like vividly active. So I did not want to have too much going inside. So I was just trying to start just a few things. I didn't want to have like an overwhelm of produce, but currently we are in mid-October and it's 54 degrees outside. It's very chilly and my garden is completely pulled out, and we just put in the garlic. So it's the perfect time to have an indoor garden. So moving on, the last cube down here, and I already contacted Gardyn and let them know that I had a couple of cubes here that did not produce, and they told me that I just had to send them pictures into their website. The last thing here is this. It's not focusing. The last thing here is Italian parsley, and that did not produce at all. And there is even some, I think, mold producing on this Y cube. It does not look pretty, guys, at all. And I have that producing on a few of them. So I don't know what that means. Like, you know, it's rock wool, and I was expecting that to maybe, I mean, I guess it's supposed to happen, but I was not expecting that to happen as much, maybe on the rock wool, but whatever, I could be wrong. So going on to the second column over here, I have thyme, and guys, to be honest, it smells wonderful, but I'm also getting a hint of the tomato. I was very adamant about the thyme. I didn't think that one was going to come up, but it did. It's slower growing, but it's happening. And I'm very saddened because my thyme outside died. I died. It's not the right word. I guess it dried down completely to the bone. I think it's starting to come back up because I gave it a boost. So this will hold me off. So down here, I have a tomato, and it has flowers, guys, and I'm so happy about that. I still have tomatoes in my garden, so I still have my fix. These are cherry tomatoes, guys. So, but tomato is tomato. This is, if I can get in here, this is the red variety, and I'm supposed to trim this to 1, guys. And I'm being greedy. Right now they look healthy. So I'm happy. So I'm going to leave them all in. There's no signs of yellowing. There's no signs of stress or anything. So I'm going to leave all of them in. Over here, I have some type of freckle lettuce. It's large and in charge, so I can't even see its name. Flask lettuce, I can't even see, but it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, and I think we're gonna have that tonight. So over here, it's another one. This is gorgeous. We are gonna have salad tonight. This is the butterhead. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. All right, so moving on here, we have a pepper and we have buds here. We are forming peppers. Oh my Jesus. What is this? This is sweet peppers. And we have a couple. Oh my Jesus, I need to thin this. Look at this. I need to thin those because we have about 4 or 5. I'm not doing this any justice, but guys, I am being greedy. Over here we have the mini cauliflower, and this one I'm definitely gonna thin because I know that this probably won't head up the way it's supposed to. So I'm gonna thin that. The tomatoes and the peppers, I know I can push to the limit, but I've never grown cauliflower, so I'm definitely gonna follow the rules on the cauliflower for sure. Dinosaur kale, gorgeous. My daughter can't wait for that to actually mature because she wants that for her smoothies. The issues that I'm running into is with this one here. This is another tomato. This is a yellow variety. I really don't like growing yellow tomatoes. My experience that I've had growing yellow tomatoes in the past is a yellow pear, and I know that I've had issues with them with being like disease and all of that, and I'm even seeing that here inside. I don't know if this is just disease or waterlog or nutrients deficiency or what. I can't be that because I am following the directions but making sure that it has enough nutrition. But I do know that you have to check in here and make sure that their roots are clipped and all of that. So today is going to be like a maintenance situation. I did not want to do that, ahead of time because I want to show you guys the good, the bad, the ugly, and the in between. Over here I have another pepper. This is jalapeno, and you can see here there's also yellowing of the leaves. They're all not completely truly green, and also that can also be that there's just one too many in the cube. But again, look at the roots, and I might just need to trim the roots. That is something that you have to do with these cubes. So like I said, it's maintenance day, and that's fine. I am in a Gardyn group, so I've read that. So it's one of those things that, again, I might just have to sacrifice one of the plants in there to make sure the health of the plant, and I'm gonna follow that rule probably once it comes to the peppers because I am seeing yellowing of them. So it's a me problem. It's not an issue with the mechanism of Gardyn. But once it comes to the leafy situations, the leafy greens and all that, there's no issues. It's just the peppers and the tomatoes. I was trying to push it to the limit, and obviously you can see that with the things that are heavy producers, obviously you can't do that, but it's okay. It was just me trying to see how much I can push the system. Down here you can see I have a little mint plant, and it's growing fairly slow. So now that we're already down here, let's go from the bottom to the top. We have a dill plant here, and she's doing the most. She's growing a little lopsided, but she's doing her thing. Down here we have red tatsoi. She is gorgeous. I mean, she looks fake, but she's real. And down here, I think this is a romaine. No, it looks like romaine, but it says Monte Carlo. Here it's another lettuce, and she is large and in charge. Another butterhead. There's two of them apparently. Here we have celery, and if I can get that to grow, my daughter will be extremely happy. Here we have sweet Thai basil, and that looks really, really good. Over here we have, what is this? There's also some little yellowing, but that's just the baby leaves. We have a green mustard. This Swiss chard, I mean, she is Swiss charting. This was the first thing to come up, and this right here, that's just gorgeous. That's just it. And then over here, this is doing the most, but this is just one seed, and I think this is the true right here of Gardyn. This is, what is this? Oh my god, I can't even see the name because I don't want to break a leaf. This is red salad bowl right here. This is red salad bowl. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. That's what a true head is supposed to look like. And the last thing right over here is chives. My chives never came up, so it is what it is. And that's pretty much 28 plants for you, because I had 2 of them that did not come up. The chives and the Italian parsley. I have Italian parsley out in my garden, and I have chives in like 2 or 3 different places, so it's not like I'm really missing out on them, because I actually have them growing out in my garden. But it's bummer, because if the pods come with the system, you definitely want them to grow, correct? But I'm not that saddened, because Gardyn said that they're gonna make it right. So what's next is harvesting, obviously, and by harvesting I mean everything that's a leafy green that I can harvest, just to make sure that everything breathes, because obviously you can see that it is getting crowded in here, and we don't want things to get crowded and things to get disease. And obviously, besides harvesting, we need to prune as well. Prune the roots, because you obviously need to prune roots. That I know now. Because if the roots get crowded, they can obviously uptake the water that needs to be uptaked, and they can't uptake the nutrients, and the roots obviously sit in the Y cube right here, as you can see. And if they clog up the system, then that's also not a good situation. I also need to probably put in more water, because it currently has 3 out of 5 gallons, and it's drinking a lot of water more rapidly now, since there is more roots in there. And probably take out some of these tomatoes and some of these peppers, because it is hindering. So I will be doing all of that like today, because we are going to be eating some of these delicious greens. I have my trusty snipper. This snipper I love. Let's show it to you guys in the light, because my light here is horrible. Let's see, where is it? This is, I think, made by, I can't pronounce this, Fiscaris, I think. I don't know. I buy these either at Amazon or at MI Gardner. Love these things. They're a pretty penny, but use these for years, and I trust these with my life. And they are sharp, very, very sharp. So let's do some harvesting. I don't have a bowl, so I have to go get one, and I am going to show you guys at the end how much I harvest and what it looks like once I am done, because what's the point of showing all the beautiful things I grow without the harvest at the end and how much I get, right? All right, guys. So here we are. Took about half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe, give or less. I don't have my watch on, so I can't tell. And I record on my phone. So here we are. Let's try and go as quick. So the cilantro I did not harvest at all because I have no use for that right now. So we're going to just leave it rocking and rolling. The time, well, it's too small. We harvested a lot here, as you can see. These little things I left the little trunks on. This I did not harvest. I just try to clean it up a little bit. The basil, this is basil. Yes, the basil I did not harvest. I left it alone. Celery's too small. The lettuce, lettuce or any type of green, I harvested around it. If I saw that I already had a lot, I did not harvest much because I only want to harvest what we can eat either today or tomorrow at most. I don't want to harvest and then it's going to go bad because that defeats the purpose, obviously. Hello. So moving along. Up here, kind of the same scenario. The tomato. So what I did was I cleaned it up. I kind of try to follow what I follow in my outside garden. I trimmed the bottom leaves, kind of pruned it around. Here we don't have any aeration at all. So I felt like it was kind of cluttered. I went ahead and pulled it out of its Y cube and went ahead and pruned. Oof. And the lighting here does not. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Gardyn, for the excellent light. I went ahead and pruned. I'm getting wet. I went ahead and pruned the roots and stuck whatever roots it had outside, inside, and I only left 2. Again, I know that you're only supposed to leave 1. But I left 2. I think I had 4 or 5 rocking and rolling here. So what I did was, because I don't like to leave any plants to waste, is I put them in a little mason jar with water. I'm going to go ahead and try to see if I can root them. I'm going to go ahead and try and put some root hormone that I have upstairs in here, maybe 1 or 2 drops, and see if they can rock and roll. While I put them in some soil, I don't know if I do put them in some soil, I can probably just prop them right here and see if they can grow with the light from the actual garden here, because this is on for a good amount of hours a day, definitely more than 6 to 10 hours. So let's see if, we can go ahead and do that. Stay tuned to the channel if you see it rocking and rolling in the background. If you do, it made it. If you don't, then you know the answer to that. So with the peppers, I kind of did the same thing. I actually left 3 in here. Same scenario. I pulled out the Y cube. I trimmed out the roots. The roots here were not that bad. They weren't that long. So I trimmed them out. I cleaned out the bottom leaves as well. And I left the 3 strongest one here. This one actually had like 6 or 7 of them rocking and rolling in there. So that was actually a bad scenario. The cauliflower, I left the 1 strongest one there. With the yellow tomato, also the same thing. Here I actually left 2. The noise in the background is Autumn. So pardon Miss Autumn as she uses her litter. The kale, I actually did not harvest any of. The lacinato or the dinosaur kale, well, that's too small. And the curly kale, I just didn't harvest any at all because you can eat it raw, but I don't know if my husband fancies that raw, so I just left it alone. Going back up, same thing over here. We took a lot of the greenery off, so this is looking much less congested and happier. We went ahead and filled the reservoir with water, and we gave it also a dose of a vitamin. So I'm going to be actually manually cycling the water, so just we can cycle the nutrients that I put in there, and it can get well mixed in with the water in there. So it should have 5 full gallons of water in there now, because when I started the video it had 3. So just to show you the bowl here that I was putting my greens in, they are all in here. It is about a quarter full, almost halfway full. This is everything that I was able to harvest today, and it is fresh. It is a clean material, no dirt, no soil, no pesticide, no insects actually on this, because it is all grown inside. So if you wanted to, you don't even have to wash this off. I mean, you go ahead if you want to, just because you want to maybe dust off any dust particles from your house. You can go ahead and rinse it under cold water and just go ahead and spin it in your salad bowl spinner. But other than that, this is ready for any dressing that you want to put on it, and you have yourself a salad that has been grown inside hydroponically, full of nutrition. But guys, this is it. This is an update on the Gardyn Home Kit 4.0. Guys, if you haven't already, get your hands on one of these, guys. I definitely recommend it. In about a month's time, I was able to grow that quarter bowl of salad that will definitely feed my family of 5 now. Nutrition dense salad for tonight and possibly tomorrow, because this is obviously just not what we're going to be eating. So definitely recommend double green thumbs up from the family here at USG. So guys, you know what to do. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and we will definitely see you guys on the next video. Bye.